Hello friend, it's BorasLegend here, and today I will teach you the art of defending, which is to high pressure your opponent and outsmart possession style players. We all know this feeling, matching up against a passing guru and just chasing the ball around like a fool, but today that will change with this great high pressure technique. FIFA 17 is maybe the hardest game ever to apply high pressure, since the secondary man press button isn't as good as in previous FIFAs, in combination that the passing in this game is almost perfect. And that gives us a very tough prerequisites, but with this technique it is all possible. Before we get into this technique, I want to talk about tactics and instructions. Instructions are not really necessary to apply a high pressure. I use no instructions like press the back line or aggressive interceptions, and still, you can see here in the gameplay, I'm still able to apply a very fantastic high pressure. And here you can see also my custom tactics, and they are nothing special, nothing extreme, everything is close to 50, all the values are close to 50, it's very balanced, and still I can apply a very good pressure. But the more you raise these values, the easier it will be to apply a high pressure, but you will also be more vulnerable for the deep passes. And that's why I prefer values around 50 to be able to have the cookie but still eat it. But guys, don't get stuck on instructions and custom tactics. The magic is how you control the players. Let me show you. This part is very important, so pay attention. To be able to apply a great pressure, you have to be able to use 5 commands without switching the grip. The commands we want to use are R2 for sprint, R1 for double man pressure, L1 for player switching, right stick for tactical player switching, and of course the standing tackle button. And the key here is to be able to sprint and double man pressure at the same time and still have your thumb free to either switch player with the right stick or to make a standing tackle. That's why I really recommend you to use the classic controller settings or something very similar. Many people like to change to the old system where double man pressure was on circle, but then the thumb will be occupied and we can't double press and switch players with the right stick at the same time. And the right stick switching is vital to be able to put a good pressure on the opponent's half. Instead, we're using the classic controller settings to optimize our pressure. And if you're only using your index fingers for the back buttons like I do, and which I prefer, you have to use this technique. You can see how we use the side of my index finger to press down R2 and R1 at the same time. This might feel awkward in the beginning, but when you get used to it, it will become very natural. So when you master the controller grip, it's time to move over to the pitch. Something that is very important is to not chase the opponent like a dog. You have to be smarter like a cat and try to trap him down. You can see here, we are faking him here and telling him, okay, you can pass here, it's an open space. But when he decides to make this pass, we close him down here and hold down L2 to make this interception. Here we're using the same technique. We are faking to cover the wings, that we are running towards the wings, but instead we're going to cover the midfield and we're telling the opponent, hey, it's free, you can pass here, but we make a fast sharp turn here and then just blocking this pass. So all the time we are trapping the opponent down. You can see here once again with Messi just covering the wings here because he can't make the switch now. He can't switch to the other side because Messi is standing here. So he can only do one thing, and that is to just shoot the ball away because he is under so hard pressure. And here you can see how we're using 3 commands at the same time. We are sprinting and doing the R1 double man press, and at the same time switching with the right stick here and conquering the ball back. And we really want to have the thumb free for the right stick switching. You can see here how we right stick switching here with Modric to be able to cover the whole field, and still we're still holding down R1, and with this technique we can have a great pressure over the whole field. You can see here how Modric works here, and R1 press here with Vidal, and then just running back in the empty space and conquering the ball back. This is one of my favorite examples here. You can see here why we want to use classic controller settings, because we can use this great technique, R1 press and right stick switching at the same time. And when we use this technique, there is not much the opponent can do. You will see here how we maintain the pressure, just moving closer, holding down the sprint button and making some fast L1 switching here, and just maintaining the pressure all the time, and later he will be so stressed that he will pass the ball away here to Vidal. And maintaining pressure is very important, because when the opponent passes the first line of pressure, we can still use our center backs to maintain the pressure here. You will see here we have the courage, we switch over to Manolas and just maintain the pressure here. You will see here how Manolas works here, and later just retrieving the ball and going for the counter attack. And once again you will see here how we maintain the pressure here with the center backs. He will get the ball back, he will pass the first pressure line, but we still have the second pressure line, which is the center backs. And you will see here how we use Manolas with the right stick switching and just maintaining the pressure. And now I will show you your favorite part, which is the gamepad camera, how we work with the controller. You can see here we switch over here to Messi with L1 and we force him to make this pass. We want to trap him down to make this pass, and when we made the trap, you'll see we make a fast right stick switching here to Suarez and maintain the pressure here with R1 with Messi, and now he is stuck in this trap, and you will see what happens later. He will make this pass and we will intercept it here and have an open chance to score. You can see here just how we work in slow motion. L1 switch here to Ronaldo to pressure the center back, right stick switching to Vidal, R1 pressure still on Ronaldo, and then the standing tackle button here from Vidal to intercept the ball. And this is one great example. You can see here how we use this technique and switching over here with the right stick switching, and at the same time having the R1 pressure and holding down sprint button. So we have 3 commands at the same time, and this puts him under huge pressure here. And we switch here with L1 to Suarez to maintain the pressure here and to trap him down, and you see what happens later. He will be very stressed and make this pass, and we will get this open chance to score. And Cristiano Ronaldo don't make mistakes from these situations. And guys, remember, behind every great high pressure player there is a big courage. Without the aggression and the balls, you will never be able to high pressure your opponent, even though you know the perfect technique. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful, and if you did so, make sure to drop a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, until next time.